Ba-da-da-da. What the hell did my dad do? What did Pops do? What the hell? I come down here to do the show, and I find the freeze dryer just blaring away. Morning, Sandman. Morning, Shasta. Morning, Trippy. Morning, Brooke. Crazy. Morning, I lost my iPad. Morning, Rick. Morning, Tim. Morning, Shasta. Pops is feeling under the weather this morning. Joel, Lefty, Austin, Jeffrey. Hey, good morning, Shasta. Chris and Ellen. I lost. Sandy it is. I really hope you get one of these and you can start prepping some really good goodies. I know you and Carlotta are always looking to create the best possible experiences. Man, oh man. Morning. Yeah, Pops is under the weather again this morning. It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay? It's okay, don't worry about it. We got this, yo. Morning, everybody. Joel, Sandman, Kim. I gotta tell you, I wouldn't buy one just I wouldn't buy a freeze dryer just on the whim. All right, they're an investment. They're like 3,000 just for I think just for hours. Maybe 2,000 because it's I was gonna show it to you and the camera's looking at my face. But it uses an oil pump. There's some that like don't have an oil pump, and you can get those. Those are the ones you want. Yeah, they are. Oh God. I broke the pump. Big story. A year ago? Was it a year ago, or was it after that? It might have been after that. I broke the pump, and we were like, "Oh no, the pump is not cheap." We bought a replacement pump, and yikes. So, and you got to get the right ones too. You can't get the knockoff. Like, you get what you pay for with these things. You obviously very much do. And I don't want to say names or anything. You probably saw it in the video, or if you want to replay it. Like, you're watching this on replay anyhow. Wow, I'm going full meta already. I don't want to say names of products or anything. I don't produce or promote. But it's a nice machine that we've been using. If you treat it right, it treats you right. So, good morning, Matt. Matt, is that Matt or Mary? I can't. Really bad with this. Hey, Matt. Morning, Goon Green. All right. Who was here a couple days ago? I really want to do. Yeah, there's a one that doesn't have like a pump, Eric. Like there's one that has an oil pump, and then there's one that has like either the pump is like oil this, or the machine itself doesn't need the pump. Oh yeah, the t-shirt. You like the t-shirt, guys? Morning, every DJ. I was looking for my other Entheos t-shirt. Who was here the other day? Raise your hand. Give me some hand emojis. Yeah. Who was here the other day and saw the other shirt, the Entheos shirt? Give me some hand emojis for who watched the show the other day. Let's get this rocking. Give me some hand emojis. I lost Kim, RX. Right. Jamie. Jesus Christ. Of course, you're always there. You're omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. You're omni. Brooke. I lost again. Shasta. Penny. Of course you were, Penny. Nerd. Penny stole my show. I'm kidding, Penny. I'm glad you guys are all here. Joel. Overjoyed. Helping Hand. You were? Helping Hand? You went? I didn't hear or see you at all. I'm kidding. Sherry. Tripping. It's okay. Nobody can tripping. Only the people that like push buttons just for fun know how to do this stuff, okay? Morning, Catherine. Morning, Laura. Alright. We're just killing time because I really want to do my art in front of a lot of people. Or at least in front of people, and then they're like, is he doing art? And then he just leaves. And then you just leave. I'll leave later. So for all of you who were here the other day, you saw that I was like working on a piece, right? I was trying to like restore it, maybe? Is that a word that I can use for this? Reframe it? Not reframe it. Restore it, redo it, finish it. Finish it. Well, here we are now. Oh man, I'm just bad at this. That's why I don't have my own show, guys. Alright, so it's coming out. It's popping. It's not quite locked yet. I haven't locked the pop yet, but you can see definitely some new stuff popping out. Alright. So we'll work on that a little bit today, yeah? I think I really want to work on this yellow section here. Alright. Man, you guys are great. I'm so glad you guys are here for a Friday. If you're like, hey, what's up with Pops? I'm like, hey, so am I. Let me show you the markers I'll be using. So Kim got me what are effectively paint markers, and they're great markers. I love them. Thank you so much, Kim Bolden. The thing about those though, it's what is it, like 7 colors? 8 colors? I don't know. 9? This? How many colors is that? I don't know. But it's not that. That's like 100 maybe, I don't know, somewhere. It's maybe 50. It's like 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm having a good day. So my friend Rose, we all heard about Rose if you've been around. If you've been around the ranch as long as I have, you've obviously heard about the rose with no thorns, and the mythical thornless rose, and you just hold it in your hands, and it's like, I'm Rose, and you're like, oh yeah, and you smell the rose, and you're like, okay, I gotta put you back, because I just picked you, and flowers die when you pick them. Sorry, Rose, don't die. She's not that. She bought me markers for my birthday. And so we're gonna play with these a little bit later. A little bit later, we'll get into we'll do a reading or two. Yeah. All right. I kind of want to listen to this song. I don't know if YouTube will let this happen or if it's illegal or whatever. But let's play this. Hey Siri, play "Wise Men" by Elvis.
I couldn't find Wise Men by Elvis in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio station, or ask for your music on a different app.
I'm going to try it one more time. Hey Siri, play Wise Men Say by Elvis.
Fools rush in. Wise men say fighting sound should now play.
Oh, it's so low. It's so low, guys. I'm so sorry. That's so much silence and dead air. I'm really bad at this. 1 second. Hey Siri, stop. That was dead air. That was me and Siri, my co-host, having a real bad issue right there. I should have practiced that, and I didn't practice that at all. Only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Ugh, goof that one up. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Start this over, yeah? Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you. I love you guys. Alright, quick story about that. Because I love stories, right? Who doesn't love stories? 6 years ago, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I love that I still have that accent, that goofiness, that Alaska. And doing poetry, doing a lot of things. And I'm up in an attic. Living in an attic. Like, my friend, because for a year and a half, 2 years, I lived in a gallery. And helping to run an independent gallery. Doing dinner theater type stuff. And, just being weird, like, living in weird ass places, like, not an apartment, I've had an apartment before, I've had places before, I have never had a house yet, but, like, you know, just being a weird artist guy. You know, I was doing poetry and stuff. But I was also busking. I would go on the corner of the downtown in Omaha, and you could find the corner somewhere, and if you had someone like play the guitar or whatever, you had something that made noise by yourself, or you know whatever, you could like you could busk, and so you know, I sang, like I had like 3 or 4 songs that we would sing. We'd go busk for like an hour or two. I'd make like $5 or $10, and I gotta tell you, $5 or $10, I bought bread, hot dogs, and cheap Mountain Dew for a week. I would live for like on $5 or $10 a week, and I would frantically be doing art and posting it with a flip phone. 2015, flip phones are dinosaurs then. They're trying to come back with the flip phone now. They're trying to like, oh, you really like this flip phone? I'm like, it's still a freaking flip phone. Freaking flip. It's still a flip. It's still a, nobody wants to say it. And so, I'm taking pictures and trying to sell my art and like living off art money and living off busking, and like one of the songs I did was Wise Only Fools Rush In. I got the little flip, you know, rush in, blah 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 blah. And so I'm not the best. I'm unique, you know, and I don't stop. Like if I goof up, it's just like, you guys are still listening, and so you just got to keep that in mind, you know. I thought about it earlier this morning when I was doing theater. Like, some of the biggest fears in the world are, you know, based around public speaking and like talking in front of people, because it's like, oh my God, people, what's going to happen if I mess up? People are going to think that they're going to laugh at me, and they're all going to like, they're not going to know what's going on. And the truth is, nobody knows what's going on. Number one, no one knows what's going on. You could go up there and make anything up you want, and unless people wrote the play themselves, they have no idea what's going on. Number one. Number two, know the story. Know the story. All you have to do is tell the story. If you can tell the story, you'll never forget your lines. Just tell the story. And it took me 10 years of acting to get that from a friend of mine who was like 5 years younger than me. No, she was like 10 years younger than me. And she was just like, yeah, just tell the story. And I always had like the shittiest time remembering my lines, memorizing my lines. Like I didn't get parts because they were like, we don't know if you can memorize this many lines. I'm like, I'm not regoofed. I'm not dumb looking, but I do act dumb sometimes. And so when she said, all you have to do is tell the story, I never forgot a line after that. You just tell the story. No one else knows what you're about to say. Just tell the story. So, that's why we're allowed to create YouTube shows about showing off artwork. So, I don't know. I don't know if any of that made sense. I think kind of what I was getting at is the fact that, like, nobody knows what you're about to do. Just do it. You know? Like, this is kind of how life really is. I guess Shakespeare came down to, you know, he said, all the world's a stage, you know, and it really is. All the world's a stage. What I didn't realize is yellow doesn't quite come out on camera as well, so I kind of goofed up my planning on this. So I'm going to go broad stroke and finish this real quick. And if you're bored by it, I know, so am I. I'm kidding. I don't get bored by my art. If you get bored by whatever you're doing, I don't know, maybe you can get bored by your art. You know, maybe it's just like, oh God, I guess I guess I'll do another poem. Maybe that was part of, like one of the reasons why it all filtered out into this is for the people that I was doing all the poetry and the writing with, like it was every day you gotta think about writing a poem. Because, all the greats back then, the Keatses and the Yeatses and the Thomases and the Lord Byronses and the Percys and the whoever wrote the limerick, whoever started writing limericks, the dirty limericks, like whoever started writing about Nantucket, you know what I mean, and the man and everything like that, and whoever wrote Ring Around the Posies, Pocket Full of, you know what I mean, like, take a break. But back then they were doing it all day, every day. And we were all idolizing it, romanticizing it. And what we didn't realize is, like, that's all they had to do. If all I can do is rhyme words, and that's how I amuse myself, I'm gonna be a really good poet. Think about Michelangelo. I love Michelangelo. He hated painting. Hated it. But he was good enough at it, did frescoes and stuff, that he got commissioned, summoned, made at that point of his life to do the Sistine Chapel. And so for 2 years, you can tell actually how, you can actually see he's getting better and he's digging into what he's doing. From the beginning of where he's at on the Sistine Chapel to the very last panel, you can see it. If you really care and you do, I don't want to go through all of it, but like you can see he gets a little bit better. He pays a little bit more attention and he's like, okay, this is what I'm doing now. But he hated painting. Always was a sculptor. Always. Loved sculpting. That was his thing. Hated painting. But he got good at it. Because that's what you do. You got good at it. Back then, that's all they had to do. He became the world's greatest sculptor and the world's greatest painter. Because the Pope told him he had to. If the Pope told you to become the world's greatest painter, you'd figure it out. So, I don't know. Maybe they're heroes, maybe they're not. Give Michelangelo a YouTube show to do as well, and maybe he kind of figures out, maybe, goofs up the old finger, and it looks a little bit more like E.T.'s finger instead of Michael. What's Adam's finger? Michael. Who the hell's Michael? Michelangelo. You want to do a reading? I'm going to set myself up. Give me some hands up emojis if you want to do a reading. You guys are great. You guys are great. I got lost. I love talking about art and I love talking about ego and like everything about that. So I'm really glad you guys are sticking around here. I love talking about theater and like the fact that like you really can do anything you want. Like if it scares you, it probably should. I completely blanked out one time during a show and had to take like 5 seconds to be like, I'm sorry guys, I lost everything. And they're like, okay, take your time. Good morning. Someone calling me handsome. You're handsome. So let's watch these cards. But like I like talking about that time and that aspect of things. It's like I saw a meme the other day, shared it on the old Instagram, And it was a Dare to Fail. Dare to Fail. You know, one of the craziest moments of my life. I shot from the moon, and I got the one role that I wanted in my entire life at that time in college, and I was a stage manager, the speaking stage manager role in the play Our Town, my favorite play of all time, still is. 20 years later, still is. 30 years later, ever since I first saw it, still is. Great play. Look it up, Google it, Wiki, whatever. But I was a stage manager, and I split it with my really good friend Allison. It's a really cool concept of splitting it. And so during one of our shows, I lost track of my monologue, and I had to transition to her somehow, and I completely dropped it, and it was like, oh no. And you know, it really was, I wanted to, like, oh no, where'd it go, you know, and I knew I couldn't do that because that's not what my role called for. And Allison was up in the parapet. I don't remember exactly what that thing's called. It's been a minute since I've been in the theater. But she was up in the thing, and I was like, oh, Allison! And she immediately caught on and like a pro jumped in. I was like, oh God, thank you. And I kicked in after that, and everything was fine. Director, Lori, she wasn't there for that show. I love Lori. Lori's great. She was there for one show where I apparently goofed it big time. And I was like, I didn't know. I was having a good time during this one section, right? And so I come up during the break, and she comes up and she's like, I just want to say, you did a great job. And I was like, what do you, thank you, of course, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, cool. She goes, yeah, the way you covered, and I'm like, yeah, it's covered, it covered. And she's like, yeah, it looked like you didn't make a mistake at all. I was like, yeah, because I made a mistake. I made a mistake? And she's like, yeah, no, I don't remember what the mistake was or anything, but I made him drop. I dropped hard. And she's like, yeah, you covered like it was just natural. And I was like, because it was. I didn't know. But the thing is, I think the whole concept of why I brought all this up is like, people are going to laugh at you if they paid to laugh at you. And they're not going to laugh at you typically if you don't want them to laugh at you. Number one, that's like number three. Number one, no one knows what's going on. Number two, just tell the story. Number three, no one's going to laugh at you unless they're paying to laugh at you. Alright. How old was Michelangelo when he did the Pietà? How old was he? That's the winner. Give me a number, his age. How old was Michelangelo when he did the Pietà? The Pietà is the Madonna holding the dying Christ. We have 20, 36, 23, 23, 19, 19, 16, 46, 48, 18, 24, 29, 17, 23, 24, 16, 23, 65, 27, 19, 72, 26, 17, 15, 24, 33, 22, 24, 21, 27, 30. This is his breakout piece. This is the piece that landed him on the map. 28, 29, 38, 33, 40, 24, 37, 38, 47. Story goes that some ladies thought it was done by someone else. 15, 7, 42, 34, 64. So he broke in Keen K, you got it, 25. So he broke in that night and he carved his name across the front of his Pietà, his world famous Pietà, his groundbreaking Pietà. No one had done the Pietà like him, and he carved his name across the front of it to show people he did it. Not some other jackass that carved things out of stone. He ruined his own piece. Keen K. Keen K, 25, you got it. Keen K, I'm so sorry. Keen K, 25. Keen K got it with a 25. He was 25. What the hell was I doing at 20? You know, I was just starting to get into poetry, like performance poetry. Keen K. Oh, I love Michelangelo. 25. Does the Pietà creates the Mother of Christ, holding the dying Christ in such a lifelike manner that everyone's like, that shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be allowed. Is that real? People are like, oh man. You know, it was the whole concept like are we idolizing and should we create idols and so on. Joel, you're funny and I appreciate you. Alright, Keen, give me what pile? We've got 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, JCBB. Oh yeah, absolutely a B break. 3. No. Haha, Mrs. Right. Keen, there we go. Okay, Keen. So here's how it goes. I'm gonna pick the third pile. We've got then, now, later. We just do a card each. Positions are important. If it's reversed, it's reversed. So on and so on. So think about what you want the cards to talk to you about. Remember, don't take this. If you take this seriously, I'll take it seriously. If you don't want to take it seriously, we don't have to. All right? Because you don't have to. These are just silly cards. I shuffled, I cleaned them. It's like, what the hell? We're just telling stories here, okay? So we've got then, now, and later. Alright? If you'll excuse me for a moment, this pause brought to you by some kind of an energy drink. That's how I'm going to have to say it these days. I got a package in the mail. Yesterday it was a nickel from the NOS company. They sent me a nickel for all the exposure that I gave. So I'm just saying, I'm hoping to get a nickel from Monster tomorrow. They didn't send me a nickel. Keen. Got the little booklet here. First card. Reversed Ace of Swords. Look, y'all. Keen. The swords are really showing up a lot with everybody around here. Ace of Swords. Aces usually introduce the suit. They're like, oh, this is the big, the best of the suit. So we're going to see what it means when it's not the big and the best, I guess. A hand issues from a cloud, grasping a sword, the point of which is encircled by a crown. If it was upright. Triumph. The excessive degree in everything. Conquest, triumph of a force. A card of great force in love as well as in hatred. But upside down. The same meanings, but the results are disastrous. And another account says conception, childbirth, augmentation, multiplicity. Awesome stuff that no one knows about. You got a second life that happened. Some really cool shit that no one... You got trophies that you gotta hide. You got horseback riding trophies, King K? You're hiding? Is that what's going on? Why are you hiding Why are you hiding your trophies? Queen of Cups. Let's see what the Queen of Cups has to say about you hiding your trophies. King K. Because you were hiding them. Now you got the Queen coming around. Let's see what the Queen says. Upright, alright? Queen, beautiful, fair, dreamy woman, as one who sees visions in a cup. Someone whom you might think of looking in a cup and you're like, what do you see? Good, fair woman, honest, devoted, who will do service to the Queen, querent, alright? Loving, intelligent, and hence the gift of vision, success, happiness. Alright, so you hid your trophies. Now you got elated. It's like, wouldn't it be really cool if you got trophies? I wonder if you got trophies. You look like someone who might have trophies. I still love you though if you don't have trophies. Wouldn't it be really cool if you had trophies? Man, I see trophies. You look like someone who won trophies. Did you win trophies? I bet you won trophies though. I love you though. I bet you won. Where's the horseback riding trophies? Someone's like, where are your trophies? Reversed 8 of Cups. Figure out where the hell your trophies are, Keen. A man of dejected aspect is deserting the cups of his felicity, enterprise, undertaking, or previous concern. Reversed, great joy, happiness. Give up the hidden trophies, man. Or show them. Let them know you got trophies. Ain't no big thing. Someone thinks you got trophies, man. Be you. Someone wants you to be you. That's actually happiness. That's like, you're right. All my empty cups are not that empty. Your silly trophies. Nice. Keen, how about that? How was that, Keen? Keen, I don't know if you're a guy or girl. I don't know if that or whatnot, man. Guy, I try and say guy, man. Alright, it's just like someone's like paying attention, you know. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you seriously, like, you'll just be real. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. That's what the cards usually say to a lot of people. Right, Keen? You ain't gotta lie to kick it. That was the real one. That was a goofy one. It was more like you're a little ashamed of it, you know. And there's no need to be ashamed of things. Like, just be real, because you got someone who's like, hey, I bet you're real too, and it's like, oh yeah, cool. Exactly. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend. As a known enemy, enemy, enemy. You know what I mean? You don't have to like swear you don't have a gun. So. I'm glad you guys are sticking around for that one. Let's get back to doing some of this art. Finish this. Give me some emojis on that one, everybody. Give me some emojis on that. Alright. This is definitely a different style of program. Definitely a different style of program. What I'm working on upstairs is, thank you guys. What I think happens is a lot of people are tuning in and they just kind of listen to the show. And so, like, that's why I'm always worried about dead air. So if I have to, like, growl my way through the dead air, then I'll do it. So, I don't want to disappoint the audience. So, I'm glad you guys are sticking around with me here. We got more yellow to finish up, and then we'll do another reading. Eric, are you here, buddy? Eric, did you stick around? Well, thank you very much. I think I'll do like a question and answer. Can we do like a question? Because I feel like I don't actually talk to people. Like I've lost like 20 people, and it's great. Yeah, you are here, Eric? Okay. Well, thank you. It's fun to do all of this. So Eric, do a game for me. And we could do prizes, I guess. Eric, do a game. Okay. And that person will do no prizes. No prizes. We'll do a reading. The winner of that game will get a reading. As I finish up this silly freaking yellow real quick, and we'll do that. We'll do a reading, and then we'll do question and answer after that. Okay? All right. So let me finish up this yellow. We'll give Eric some time. And I'm gonna, I don't know, do a little lean on me. You guys like lean on me? So I'll do a little lean on me. When I was in 8th grade, lean on me. I was in a talent show-ish. They were like, "Hey, who would like to do who would like to sing a song?" I was like, "I would like to sing a song." And I had been listening to California Raisins' version of "Lean on Me" for a long time, for like a couple years at that time. And so I was like, "I know how to do this song." And the music lady's like, "You don't know how to do this song." And so she taught me how to do this song for the talent show, and I ended up doing it like at one of our school dances, and maybe clowned it. Maybe I was a clown. I don't know. Remember, no fear of public speaking whatsoever. I don't know why. It really is just like, if I'm signing up to get laughed at and they laugh at me, I win. So it's just like, there I was, just doing that song. So I'm going to do Lean on Me. Eric, keep that going, and I'm going to finish up this silly yellow, and then we'll do a reading, and then we'll do a question and answer, and then we'll get the hell out of here on a nice little Friday. Love y'all. Let's do this. Okay. Sometimes in our lives, we all have friends, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load that you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road, I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long Till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long, and I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright. I don't know if you can see that yellow or not. Alright. That was dope. Still needs a little bit of work. I'll finish it. Wash the cards. Wash them, wash them. Man, that was fun, huh? Give me some emojis on that one, huh? Give me some, I want some Christmas tree emojis. Give me some tree emojis. If you like that, if you were rocking in on it, maybe I kind of goofed up the spacing of like where everything was because it's been a minute since I sang all that out loud. Yeah, give me some tree emojis on that one while I wash this out. Because I can see emojis, I can't always quite read everything that's going on. So that was a lot of fun, huh? I used to do that on, I didn't quite get in. There was one time, I'll tell you, I used to be a drinker. And, I mean, a lot worse than what I ever have been, and so on. Foibles. And so one night, I was doing that song, and apparently this guy's like, oh my god, it's the best time. That's the best you've ever done in your entire life. And I'm like, what do you mean it's the best I've ever done in my entire life? I don't remember singing that song tonight. He's like, no, it's great. It's the best you've ever done it. I was like, oh man, how did I do it? You know, just so that's funny, gross little story. I'm not proud of that story, but like that's what that song is with me and the story. So, but yeah, it's yikes. That was a lot of fun. Eric, did we get a winner? Did we get a winner, Eric? Did we get it? Brooke? Brooke, we got it? Brooke won? Tad? Who won? Joe? Who won? Joe won. Okay. Oh, we're saying goodbye to Tarek. Oh, it's okay, Brooke. Next time. I'll rig the game next time. Don't worry. I tried to get Eric to rig the game this time. Joe! Alright, Joe. Alright. Here we go, Joe. You know the deal. Let's go 3 piles. We got 1. I don't pick until they're 3 piles, though. I don't like doing that. It's like, oh, I jumped in the gun. Don't jump the gun. You need the bullet to hit you. Alright. Which pile, Joe? Ba-da-ba. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you like that song? Did I sing that okay? Was everybody... can you hear it? Because I don't know if, like, the freeze dryer is going or not. Like... yeah? Lost, you got it? Okay. Sit in middle? Alright. Alright, we got you. I had to, like, read the thing. I got you. Oh. Yeah, you enjoyed it? It was fun, huh? Sounded okay? You're entertained? Love the singing? Yeah? Alright, I know I got like a nasal voice. It's from the 90s. Very singy style of nasal. Puddle of Mud. Oh, God, I hate Puddle of Mud so much. But... I sound like Puddle of Mud sometimes, and I know my name is... oh, God. That's the one song band that I'll... out. Gone. I'm out. Then, Joe, think about what you want the cards to talk to you about. Don't let the cards talk about Puddle of Mud. It's going to be a bad reading, okay? Then, it was Puddle of Mud. Now... still Puddle of Mud. Later. Puddle of Mud. What I like to do, Joe, is I just like to get absurd when I deal the cards. So I just kind of clear the air of like any goofiness around. You know what I mean? Puddle of Mud. No Puddle of Mud. There's the Puddle of Mud. You know what this is? Not being used. It's like, just sneeze already, buddy. I can't. Like, if he sneezed, it'd be a different song. You know what I mean? That's how much I don't like Puddle of Mud. I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts. You know, like, maybe sneeze. Joe, let's start this off. Reversed temperance. The thing about higher arcana cards, Joe, is they're sneaky. They aren't always like, oh man, temperance. I wish I got temperance. Like, Tower? Tower is a horrible card. Horrible. I'm kidding. It's not. It's just news of like horrible tragedy about to happen. Temperance. Reversed. Economy. Moderation. Reversed. Things connected with churches, or religion, or sex, the priesthood. Also, unfortunate combinations. Disunion. Competing interests. Can't quite figure things out yet. That's all. Like, should I go like one way? Should I go the other? Typically, like at the time that these were created, like it's got like a church association because everything was associated with the church. So like maybe some kind of like a spiritual way. Like you want to be okay. And you know that there are paths ahead, but you got a little bit of everything, but you're just not quite which way. All right. See, everything. You got a little bit of everything. It's just not. Which way do you go? Right. So next one. 9 of Cups. That's a 9 of Cups. I'll get these down. I'll get these cards memorized eventually. The more I do it, remember the story earlier, the more you do it, the better you get at it. So, Nine of Cups. The goodly personage is feasting to his heart's content, and abundant refreshment of wine is on the arched counter. Concord, contentment, physical beyond, there's a French word that I can't say. Victory, success, satisfaction for the querent or person for whom the consultation is made. Alright, so like you got a lot of you got good stuff. You're not quite sure where it all came from or what you're going to do with it. You're doing okay. Alright? In fact, you're doing alright. In fact, you might be a lot happy, Joe. What the hell? With whatever's going on here, like, you don't know where it all came from, you don't know what you're going to do with it. But, I mean, you're happy now. So let's see what could happen, okay? Remember, you got this. The upside down Fool. Alright. I love the Fool. Carelessness, negligence, absence, vanity, distribution, nullity, vanity. So the Fool, that's who this whole trip is about, alright? It's the Fool. Is, you gotta know where you came from. You gotta know what you're doing with everything you're doing, or you're gonna look like a jerk. This guy starts his journey off and is happy-go-lucky. You started your journey off, you were happy-go-lucky, but you were kind of happy-go-lucky. Alright? And you're still going, but you goofed around, and now you look kind of janky about it, a little clowned out a lot. You know, you kind of got clowned out of like maybe something that you weren't quite sure about. So if you can figure out where you're coming from a little bit, with all the happiness, all the joy, whatever makes you feel happy, if you can figure out why that makes you feel happy, you won't have to give it up and look like an idiot. I get that. I totally get that. You know, be proud of where you come from. Be proud of what makes you happy. You know, I get razzed because I come on and I do a show. Like, oh, you got a show, huh? And my friends don't even watch my show. My friends don't even watch this. They're like, oh, you got a show, huh? I got one friend, he watches it. He sends me screenshots of it. Exactly, don't worry, be happy. Or you're going to lose it. You know? To whom much is given, you got a lot. Nobody really expects much. So, just do it. You do art because that's what you're supposed to do. You know, like, if you know where you're coming from. No, I know, Kim. I know. I'm being dramatic for dramatic's sake. I promise you. The only person I've ever actually, like, full on down played for any sense of fulfillment was actually my dad. I wrote some really bad poems that sounded great, but, you know, the whole I don't like my dad, you know, kind of poetry kind of thing. Who doesn't write poems like that? I'm kidding. I love my dad. Pops will be back next week. Get a hold of him. On Gmail, I guess. If you know where that is. Send him a happy. Check him out on Instagram. You can find him there. Joe and Keen. I want you to. I didn't mean to like make a mockery of the reading. I hope that like that first reading seemed like it kind of went a little goofy mock, and I didn't mean that. It really was about like don't be ashamed of the good shit that you've been through. Like you got trophies. man, Keen, you got stuff that you should be happy about, you know, and you ain't got to lie to kick it. And Joe, it's like maybe you should lie like once. So, but yeah, Hager, I love everyone. Let's do one more shout out to the energy drink here. So, and then while I scroll you guys out, and you guys scroll me out, we're gonna see what the remaining time is on the freeze dryer. Okay? So, I'm glad you guys are a part of this whole debacle. Look at all this that happened. Look at this. Look. Oh wow, that looks really cool. What the hell? I was singing when I did that? I didn't even know what the hell I did. I just threw that over here. That's really cool. Nice. Alright, everybody. You guys have a great day. Scroll me out. And so we've got 3:43, which means we got about 3 more hours plus 2 hours. We got about 5 hours left. Alright. Alright, let me post up so I can scroll up and then catch the scroll here. There we go. Bum. And we're gonna start with Side Branches, Sandman, Sherry, Rebel Rob, Kim, I Lost Mine, Jesus Christ, Tad, Eric, Overjoyed, Joel, Shasta Lady, Jen Cat, Jesus Christ, RX, Lord Divine, you have a fabulous day. Nerd Nature, you have a wonderful weekend. Brooke, you have a wonderful weekend. JC Cat, all the star emojis, love it. Lad Red, you have a great day. MDK, Miss Redburger, Joe, you have a great one. Keen C, you have a great one. Thank you again for letting me play with your cards. Have a great day. Whiskey, have a great weekend. Love you too, man. Tad, would love to see you soon, man. Paul, we got Mushfest coming up, Sandman. What the hell? I don't even know how to, like, get a hold of Sandman if you want to know what the hell's up with Mushfest. That was really gross. Monster coming up. I burped on the show. That was really... We should have been gone, like, 10 minutes ago before any of this happened. Tad, The Exception, you have a great day. Eric, Grind Your Pepper, you too. Exactly. Sneeze it out. Don't... I don't want you to me. All you gotta do is sneeze. Get the... I did. I burped colors. Brooke, I will be there. You're gonna be there? Brooke and Terry. I need Terry to be there. Alright? Terry's gonna have to lift me up to the second floor. Of whatever cabin this is. Even if the second floor is the roof. I need Terry to show off. We're gonna need, like, reels of this happening. I need him to lift me up. Okay? I think there's probably gonna be a loft or a roof. But yeah, I want to be lifted somewhere. And I want Terry to be a part of that. Even if, like, you have to, like, winch me up. Oh, good. Excellent. Someone bring a winch. And someone bring a pitchfork. Because if you stick me with a pitchfork in my booty, oh, woo! Alright, we gotta go. Love y'all. Remember, if you give a hug, you get a hug.